Cool. What's your name?
I'm Hannah.
I already know it's Hannah. I already know it's Jaden, but we're going to pretend for the camera. All right, cool. So a lot of times people ask, as a magician, what happens if you screw up a trick? Right? It's a common question. Like if you're in the middle of a trick and something messes up, what do? If you're a professional, we carry one of these in case of emergency, right? So you know this is a fire alarm, right? And there's two kinds of people in the world, or at least in my high school. The kinds that would see that in the hall and walk by and really want to pull it, and then the kinds that would, well, end up in detention like myself. But did you guys ever pull a fire alarm in high school?
No.
Did you ever have the urge? Don't lie.
Yeah.
Of course, right? If I screw the trick up, we might have a chance to pull that. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
But first, for the trick, it's a pretty simple one. I'm going to have you pick any card you want, and it's okay if I see it, because you're going to put your name on it in big letters. So pull out any card you want, and put your name on that side in big letters. Perfect. The reason we have her sign it is because if we had two of the same card, the trick would be pretty self-explanatory. Perfect. If you put the cap back on the marker, we'll show the camera, but now we have one signed card, the only 8 of clubs like this in the world, right? Makes this a little more impossible. As we take the 8 of clubs, I'll put it in the middle of the deck. Every time I do a move, it'll jump from the middle to the top. Now, hopefully you don't see the move. That's what makes it magic, right? Looks like this. It's a riffle and a snap. One card jumps up and it's got the name on it. Now that happened quick. You didn't know what to look for, so we'll slow it down. Card goes in the middle. No funny moves. A lot of times people think I've cheated and somehow it's either already on top or on bottom. It's not on top or on bottom. But if we watch the top card, you'll see the second the top card actually changes into your card with the signature. Pretty cool. So here's what's happening. I'm putting the card in face down. You can't be sure if it's her card or not. I might have switched it when you weren't looking. So in an effort to be fair, we'll leave it face up. We'll put it halfway down, face up. Now we know there's one card a different direction than all the rest, and it's got a signature. So Hannah, if you were to guess about how many cards is on top of your signed card, if you had to guess, about how many would you say that is? Give or take.
26.
About halfway, right? 26. So from 26 to 1, all I have to do is riffle up, riffle down, it becomes the top again. I know. Here, we can even take it a step further. Look at this. We'll leave it sticking out, and we'll use just the bottom half of the deck. We won't even use the whole deck, just the bottom half. You push it in all the way. We take that bottom half and we put that all the way in the middle. Take a look. Did it work?
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Uh-huh.
So they say too much of a good thing's not a good thing. If you do the same thing too many times, it backfires. So instead of your card jumping to the top, it'll backfire and vanish from the top. It's not on top or on bottom. In fact, we could go through the whole deck and you'd notice your card isn't even in here. You know what we call this in the magic world? An emergency. You know what happens in the case of an emergency? Pick it up and shake it and see if you hear something inside. You hear there's something in there?
Uh-huh.
So technically we can't open that unless we have a real emergency, which I have some matches. You're gonna make our emergency. So go ahead and strike a match.
Okay.
I'll hold the little box and just wave the match over the box once it's struck. Just like that. Perfect. Blow it out. And now you can actually pull the fire alarm. Go ahead and just pull the lever and it should come right off. You'll see a little folded card. The weird thing is it's not any folded card, if I can get it out. It's a folded card that somehow got your name written right across it. So this is in case of emergency. If you're looking for a very strong signed card to mystery location, I'd love for you to check this out. Thanks for your time. We'll see you on the next one.